Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm here to review the 2004 vampire action movie, Blade Trinity. What I have here is the 2-disc unrated version New Line Platinum Series DVD. This stars Wesley Snipes, Kristofferson, Jessica Biel, Ryan Reynolds, Parker Posey, Dominic Purcell, Triple H, and John Michael Higgins. The basic plot of this is about Blade being recruited by this new young group of vampire hunters, and they're out to kill the newly resurrected Dracula, played by Dominic Purcell. I do like watching this. Many people don't, but I don't mind it. John Michael Higgins had a great part in this. He plays Dr. Edgar Vance, and he's a forensic psychologist or psychiatrist, and he tries to help Blade at first, but then Blade learns that he's one of the familiars. Those are people that work with the vampires, so Blade calls them familiars. Jessica Biel was a great choice as Abigail Whistler. She and her character ends up being it turns out to be the daughter of Abraham Whistler, played by Kristofferson. Her and Parker Posey's character have a fantastic rivalry, so it's more comedic between them, but there's still some great action moments. Ryan Reynolds was great as Hannibal, and Hannibal and Parker Posey's character also have another great rivalry, and it's also humorous. They don't fight much, but it's more of like a banter, back and forth kind of a thing. Dominic Purcell. He was such a great choice for playing Dracula, in my opinion. And when he's most famous now for being in Prison Break, and when I first started knowing about Prison Break and I saw him, I immediately recognized him. I was like, I've seen him before. He was in Blade Trinity. Triple H was also great as one of the vampires, and him and Hannibal also have a great rivalry between each other. It's humorous, but then there's also some great action moments that happen between them. This new group of vampires they need Dracula to, I guess, make their race pure, or some crap like that, something like that. If you haven't already, I would highly appreciate it if you would subscribe over here if you're watching the video by itself, or subscribe down here if you're watching the video on my channel. Two great action moments is when, the first great action moment really to me is when Abigail is fighting off these three kind of vampire thugs in the subway. If any of you have seen this, you know what that scene is. And another great action moment is when Abigail and Hannibal try to get out of this building that Blade was sort of taken hostage in, and then they fight off these vampires, and Blade kind of goes up into this ceiling, and then when Abigail and Hannibal get out of the building, Blade crashes through a window and lands on the ground, and he says, "Forgot my sword." And then the last two great action moments are when Abigail, Hannibal, and Blade are fighting in this building that it's like the headquarters of the vampires, and Hannibal ends up when he was still prisoner of some vampires. He saw this little Pomeranian with a vampire kind of tongue, looked like a Reaper tongue. He sees that little Pomeranian again, and then Doberman pinchers on the other side of that dog. So they open their mouths, and that's the Reaper tongue. So Hannibal has to try and get away from them. And then while the dogs are running after him, one of the Dobermans run over that little Pomeranian, and then I think the Dobermans crash through this glass door. Hannibal grabs up onto some kind of a bar, and then that's when the 2 or 3 dogs run out of the building. And then Blade has this fantastic sword fight with Dracula, and then after that they have a great hand-to-hand combat fight with each other. So I recommend this. Many people don't like it, but I personally do. It's not great, as this is flawed, but it is still entertaining. So stay cool, and roll out to the movies. Bye.